In the ancient kingdom of Benin, during the early 16th century, there lived a woman whose intelligence and courage would forever change the course of history. Her name was Idia, and she would become the first Iyoba, or Queen Mother, of the Benin Empire, a title created specifically to honor her extraordinary contributions. Born into nobility, Idia was known from her youth for a sharp mind and a mastery of mystical powers, which the people believed could influence the outcome of battles and protect the kingdom from harm. When she married Oba Esigie, the warrior king of Benin, she became more than just a royal wife. She became his most trusted advisor, guiding him through the complexities of governance and the constant threats of war. Their union produced a son, Esigie, who would one day face the greatest challenge of his life in his quest to claim the throne. When Oba Esigie died, a fierce succession crisis erupted between Esigie and his brother Haran. The two princes prepared for a civil war that would determine the future of Benin. It was in this moment of crisis that Queen Idia stepped forward, refusing to watch her son fight alone. She gathered her own army, trained warriors loyal to her and her son, and she led them personally into battle. Historical accounts speak of her mystical preparations before war, performing elaborate rituals and invoking spiritual forces to protect Esigie's forces. The people believed that her supernatural powers could turn the tide of any battle, and her presence filled Esigie's warriors with courage while striking fear into their opponents. She fought alongside her son, strategizing military campaigns and using her knowledge of warfare to secure crucial alliances. When Esigie finally emerged victorious and ascended to the throne, he knew his mother's contribution had been invaluable. In gratitude, he created the title of Iyoba, making Idia the first Queen Mother of Benin and giving her significant political authority and her own palace. But Queen Idia's influence did not end with the civil war. The Igala people, a powerful neighboring kingdom, launched an invasion that threatened Benin. Once again, Oba Esigie turned to his mother, and once again, she answered the call. Queen Idia led the Benin forces against the Igala invaders, demonstrating the same courage and strategic genius that had secured her son's throne. Using both military tactics and what her people believed to be her mystical powers, she drove back the invaders and secured a decisive victory. The successful defense against the Igala solidified Benin's regional dominance and established Queen Idia as one of the greatest military leaders in the kingdom's history. To commemorate his mother's achievements, Oba Esigie commissioned the creation of elaborate artworks, the most famous of which are the exquisite ivory masks carved in her likeness. These masks depict Queen Idia wearing a beaded crown and elaborate collar, her face serene yet powerful, embodying both beauty and strength. The craftsmen of Benin poured their finest work into these commemorative pieces, creating objects that were sacred symbols of royal power and maternal devotion. The masks were worn by Oba Esigie during important ceremonies, particularly the annual Emobo ceremony honoring his mother. These ivory masks would become among the most recognizable symbols of African art worldwide, and one was chosen as the symbol of the Second World African Festival of Arts and Culture held in Nigeria in 1977. Queen Idia's story challenges simplistic narratives about women's roles in precolonial African societies. In the Benin Empire, women could wield significant political, economic, and military power, and Queen Idia stands as the most dramatic example. The very creation of the Iyoba title demonstrates the Benin Empire's capacity to institutionalize female power and recognize that wisdom and leadership were not the exclusive domain of men. Today, more than 5 centuries after her death, Queen Idia remains a symbol of African female empowerment, military prowess, and political acumen. The famous ivory masks created in her honor were looted by British forces during the punitive expedition of 1897, and the question of whether these masks should be returned to Nigeria has become a major issue in discussions about cultural heritage and historical justice. Our story reminds us that African history is rich with powerful figures whose achievements deserve to be known and celebrated. And the narrative of African passivity is a myth that crumbles when we examine the lives of individuals like Idia, who shaped their world through courage, intelligence, and unwavering determination to protect their people. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible life of Queen Idia and the legacy she left behind, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another story from Africa's rich and powerful history. Hit that like button and share this video with anyone who loves learning about remarkable historical figures who changed the world. We are building a community of history lovers who want to discover the untold stories of Africa's greatest leaders, warriors, and visionaries. Drop a comment below and let us know which African historical figure you'd like us to cover next. Let us know in the comments and your suggestion might become our next video. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember that history is full of heroes waiting to be discovered. This is our story, remembered truthfully.